Hi, this is Catherine from Los Angeles, California. And when I'm not in Disneyland or Disney's California Adventure, singing along with the Dapper Dans or listening to the band, I'm usually forcing my kids to take just one more PhotoPass picture or begging my husband to get just one more Rita's Grand Marnier Margarita. Well, I'm listening to Kurt and Lindsay, planning my upcoming Disney World trip and geeking on all things Walt Disney World.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geekin' on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Welcome home, Disney World geeks. This week on the show, we bring on beloved and super geek royalty Holly and Peter Burcase to review some resort hopping, food exploring, beignet running, and Star Wars void playing on episode 230 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your Geekin' Family Podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast featuring Mama, Auntie Judy, Soul Sister Holly, cousins Jen and EJ. Our Geekin' Family will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions, as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. I'm so excited you're here with us listening to our show, and we consider you family, part of our Geekin' family. Join us every Monday as we share travel tips, resort reviews, and lots of food talk through our live trip reports, interviews with our Geekin' family members about their trips, and special guest roundtables on fun Disney World topics from Geekin' family members all around the world. We take pride in the awesome and positive community in our Geekin' family, so come join us to share in our love for Walt Disney World and each other, and I bet you'll learn something to try on your next vacation. If you're listening to podcasts to plan your Disney vacation, listen to the end of the show and I'll give you a free offer to get direct advice from our team of Disney travel experts. Hey geeks, this week I'm chatting with Geekin' family favorites Holly and Peter Burcase about their latest trips to Walt Disney World because they live in Florida. And actually, we talk about that very thing first on the show because we've had that question in our Facebook group. What's it like living in Florida? What's the best and worst part about living in Florida? We mentioned how cold it is here in Connecticut, but now it's finally warming up. We had recorded that in the middle of April, April was one of the coldest on record here in the Northeast, and most of the country, I think, had cold weather in April. May is much better. It was a little rainy here today, but it's definitely warming up, and I'm so glad for that. And they talk about how living in Florida has the advantage of no taxes, but it's also the capital of weird. Driving across Florida is easier, more than 90 miles from the beach. And I ask them, what are some other places in Florida they might want to live? You get all those answers. You know, I have a dream of one day being a snowbird in Florida. I wonder why. So I can spend more time with you guys when I'm down there in the wintertime. Holly talks about something new that she tried. Well, this is a combination of several trips, and one of them was some time spent over at the Port Orleans French Quarter on the Beignet Dash Run. I had never heard of this, and I remember her posting this in the Facebook group too. This is great fun. I mean, to finish off with beignets, how could it get any better than that? And Holly reveals a bombshell. Now, I edited this over the week, and I'm forgetting what that was. I got to listen back to remember. Peter's tip, raspberry and chocolate, and you're golden with the ladies. I agree with you. Mama definitely loves chocolate and raspberry. We talk about pulled pork nachos, and Peter says, I think he's just trying them for the first time. And he says, believe the hype. Love that saying. We discuss, they did some park hopping. So we discussed some time they spent over at the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian. They meet up with some more geekin' family, the McGee's, over at Art Smith's Homecoming down at Disney Springs. They give us many food details. They had a great time spending time with the McGee's down at Disney Springs. We talk about some lounges, including Jock Lindsay's, Enzo's Hideaway Bar, which getting great reports on that. We even talk about some details on Starbucks drinks. Who knew? Starbucks, right? Well, at Disney World, everything is just extra special, I guess. We talk about some food also over at the Flower and Garden. They give us some of their likes over there. I got to ask Holly, she mentioned that she had 2 uncommon lounges that she tried, but we must have got off track and she only told me one, which was the Coke store down at Disney Springs. Okay, Holly, tell me what the other one was, because we didn't get it into the show. But I mentioned that I saw Bert McGee over at Port Orleans, and we mentioned the Jack and Coke frozen machine. Boy, I love frozen Cokes. Now they got one with Jack Daniels in it and coming out of a machine. How amazing is Disney World? Some great detail on something we are hearing a lot about. It is really cool down at Disney Springs, the Star Wars Void virtual reality experience. Peter gives us great detail on that. We talk about some things that they did for the first time, even though they are locals. But first of all, you get some ideas on how to hit some high-value targets at Buzz Lightyear. I need that information. I'm very competitive when I play Buzz Lightyear or any of the 3D shooting games at Disney World. I got to win. All right, American Experience. There's a new experience there. They've upgraded the theater at the American Experience. Holly tells me all about the Caribbean conch salad that she says is outstanding. And, a little subtle thing, living with the land at night. How cool is that? Yeah, try living at the land at night. She says that is outstanding. Also, Magic Kingdom After Hours. She tried that for the second time. We had fun doing that together in January. She talks more about that. People are really excited about those extra ticketed hours because you get to play in Magic Kingdom with less crowds. It's, I think, well worth it. We cover a little bit what they might consider overrated or underrated. They come up with a cool restaurant from left field that is underrated. So listen for that. Tips for newbies. They discuss the meal plan and how that might work or not work for you. How to go with a large family to Disney World. They've got an upcoming trip with family and the Star Wars 10K, which actually has come and gone since I recorded this. And great congratulations has got to go out to Holly for completing the 10K. I remember the picture she posted in Facebook. It was awesome. And I also had to remember that she met up with Chris Cates, and I had to see that picture of Chris and Holly together. It's an awesome picture. And lastly, Holly finished. She does like vegetarian options, so she even gives you that for you guys that like to eat vegetarian down at Disney World. She has a great recommendation for that. Well, wouldn't it be cool to live close to Walt Disney World like Holly and Peter? I know I'm dreaming about one day being a snowbird, chilling with my pals Holly and Peter in Walt Disney World. I am so blessed tonight on the show to have 2 members of the Geekin Royal family, and I get tons of fan mail about these 2, and this couple is beloved by our family of listeners. Let's bring them on. And she deeply misses seeing the Dreamfinder character walking around Epcot. She's been known to stalk the Streetmosphere characters in Hollywood studios, and she's rope dropped the Daily Poutine in Disney Springs. She's one of our sweetest, cutest, smartest, and geekiest members of our Geekin family. Please give a warm welcome to Geekin royalty super geeker Holly Burcase.
Hello, geeks.
Hey, Holly, how are you doing tonight? I haven't talked to you in a while. Well, just chatting on the Facebook group mostly.
I've been good. I just been living my best Florida Disney life.
I know. I'm so glad to have you on the show and talk about some of these trips you've been down there to recently.
Yeah, I've been trying to sample a few things here and there, and with Peter being focused on school right now, it's my burden to bear that I have to leave the house and go to Disney without him so that he can study.
Well, it's good you got lots of friends to go with down there now, too.
Absolutely. I have been loving all of the Geek and meetups that I've gotten to do, and I cannot wait to do more.
And we're going to talk about that. And I had hoped to get Lindsay on. She's actually doing a lot of studying right now and avoiding me. I wanted to have her and her friend Ellie to come talk about our January trip with you because we saw you there too. My second choice, Holly, was to bring on your husband.
Yeah, he'll do.
That's right. He will be the first in line to meet Ralph in the parks after Wreck-It Ralph 2 comes out. He is an expert rebel spy in the Void Star Wars virtual reality experience, which I am very excited actually to start talking to him about that. That is so cool. Down at Disney World, down at Disney Springs. And he is a renowned soup critic at the Walt Disney World. Please give a warm geek and welcome. He's royalty too. He's Peter Burcase. Hey, Peter.
Hey, geeks, how's it going? I am happy to be your silver medal today.
I don't know why I'm making fun of you.
I'm used to being the butt of the joke. It's one of my best positions.
We're just teasing and having fun. It's so good to have you, Peter. Thank you so much. You guys sent me some good, cool stuff that you've been doing recently. And how many trips are we going to talk about, guys, that you've been down to over the last couple of months?
3 or 4-ish.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy. With us being locals, we're able to make these smaller trips.
Yeah.
But for us, it's not like we don't want to do the big ones because we're going to be talking about one upcoming as well, and we just love to be in the park and to be on the property in general.
Absolutely. Well, we had a little discussion on the Facebook group. I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. But there was a discussion about living in Florida. I often dream of being a snowbird one day and living part of my winter, especially, it was snowing here this morning, guys, when I went to work. Here it is, almost the middle of April. I couldn't believe it was so cold. And I often think about living in Florida. And we had a couple people, I'm forgetting the discussion that went on, but you guys always, get into that conversation. But I got a couple questions for you. So what's the best part of living in Florida?
No state tax.
I like that one, especially as it is tax time. I got to pay my taxes next week.
Yeah, that actually, every so often when blessed snowbirds are down and driving on the roads and taking up 30 parking spots in their Cadillacs, I get angry for a second, and then I realize, well, without tourist dollars, I would have to pay state tax. And you know what? I can live without that. I'm good.
That's it. That's a good attitude to have. Yes, I'm getting killed on state taxes. I can tell you that. Peter, how about you? What's the best part for you? That's, cost of living is a good one. That's one of the reasons people go to Florida. But what's the best part of living in Florida for you?
I think Florida is such this sprawling, huge state that you can go to a different part of it and experience this vastly different culture, vastly different area. Because I know, especially up north, if you drive 45 minutes, you might be in a different state. Mm-hmm. Down here, you drive an hour and a half, and you're definitely somewhere entirely new, but you're still in Florida. Florida itself is such it's the capital of weird in all of the United States, and I love it.
I love the authors and the books. Actually, when I read on vacation, a lot of times, especially if I'm on the beach, I like to read some of the authors that talk about the weirdness of Florida. That's funny that you say that. And yeah, I was thinking how you can drive across Florida in like 2 hours, maybe a little more, right?
Well, depends. If you're going from Jacksonville to Pensacola, would be
about 2.5 hours.
No, it's like 5 hours.
I drive 5 minutes to work, I'd note. So.
And then from Jacksonville to Miami, it's 300 plus miles, so probably about 5 to 6 hours.
But from like Daytona to Tampa area,
with traffic, 3 to 4.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Well, you can get to two different beaches on two different sides of the coast, I know, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and then you have the Gulf, then you got the East Coast, you got the Panhandle. There's so much here, and then, of course, every realm in and around Orlando and the parks, it just becomes a different world.
Absolutely.
And I think the statistic is you are never more than 90 miles from the beach at any point in Florida.
Okay, there you go. Right.
It's something like that. I don't know the exact. I read it on a seafood placemat one time, so
It's got to be
obviously
true.
it's right.
It's better than the internet. Excellent. Well, same. Let me give you a different question, Holly. What's the worst part about living in Florida?
The weather.
Really?
I will
explain that.
say the heat.
Yeah.
If you're, especially if you're not accustomed to it, the heat and the humidity is rough. Even as a native Floridian with my 30 years of Florida living, I still, the heat can get, I have to make sure that I'm still being smart and drinking water and making sure
Right.
my electrolytes are right and all that. It just, that kind of sucks a little bit, but
Right. Again, back to the snowbird thing. But all right, Peter, what would you say? You have something different than the hot weather?
I'm gonna go with the hurricanes.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
I'm from Georgia, Atlanta in specific. I mean, occasionally a hurricane might make its way up there. By that point, it's just kind of a stiff breeze.
Right.
But being down here, especially teaching, when I've had my principal come over the intercom and say, "Stop all instruction, everyone call your parents, we have to leave in an hour."
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that kind of freaked you out.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm like, we'll be fine. Hurricanes don't bother me.
Still not used to hurricanes.
I hear you. I've been to Disney World during one. It was pretty scary for me. Yeah, we don't get we get snowstorms and ice storms and that kind of stuff. So, all right. I got one other area I wanted to touch on, which is if you were to move from where you guys are right now to somewhere else in Florida, what would be an optimal place that you might go to?
Well, Orlando. Well, and originally when we were living in Tallahassee, I do not recommend Tallahassee. Sorry if anybody lives in Tallahassee, but
It wasn't that bad. I mean, we met in Tallahassee, so I mean,
know, and then we
something
left
for
Tallahassee.
us.
So,
Yeah.
but before when we started talking about moving, obviously with Peter being a teacher, that opens up a lot of possibilities, and me being a Disney geek, I was, I really wanted to try and get closer to the parks, but then when I started to think about, my parents still live up here in Jacksonville, and I am an only child, so I was like, well, I'd like to be close to my parents, because at the end of the day, I'd rather be a 5-minute drive from them and a 2.5-hour drive from Disney than a 5-minute drive from Disney and a 2.5-hour drive from my parents. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
if I could pack my parents up and take them down there, which would never, ever, ever happen, so then yes, that's probably where I would have gone, just to be closer to Disney. But I love Jacksonville. It's one of those places I didn't love growing up, and now I appreciate it as an adult. So
Yeah. What actually about Jacksonville? What do you like about Jacksonville?
it's giant. So when someone says you have to go across town, that's an hour.
Yeah.
And if you find there's little pockets of suburban sprawl, and so where we are, we're pretty central. We're what's called Arlington. That's the other thing. When you come to Jacksonville, there's so many there's the west side, north side, south side, Arlington, Mandarin, the beaches.
I'm used to this from being from Atlanta, where you have these pockets. Jacksonville is very much so kind of like this strange quilt of each section being vastly different than the area right next to it.
Yeah.
But that adds the charm, because we can go across the river and we can find, especially like downtown, if we go over towards Riverside and everything, it's all new. It very much so embodies that Florida ideal of we're all in one area, but everywhere is so different.
Do you like the beaches in that area?
They're fine. I'm not a big beach person, so
Yeah.
I know I live in Florida. I'm not a big beach person.
If we're going over to the beaches, we're going over near the fresh seafood markets.
Oh, yeah.
And I especially love being at a seafood place and seeing the guy unload the seafood first thing.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
I want that one.
Right.
Yeah, that's a big benefit. Is
Like that.
we have some good seafood restaurants, and we have. I don't recommend Jack's Beach. I usually, if I'm going to go to the beach, I go a little farther south to Ponte Vedra, which is like one of the nice sides of town.
All right. Yep. Cool.
But yeah, Jacksonville it's unique. And it's got a lot going for it. It just keeps growing as a city. The traffic certainly shows that.
Yeah.
But I think one of the if someone's looking to move to Florida, Jacksonville to me is kind of a good starting point because it is very central to a lot of stuff. Orlando is 2 hours away. Disney's 2.5. Tampa's about 3. Savannah, if you want to go up to in Georgia, is 2.5. Atlanta's 4, 5 hours.
It's Atlanta's probably the peak out there, but I mean, definitely the connection to Savannah, and then by proxy, looking towards all of the beaches, Tybee, Jekyll Island, all of that, because you got all this coastline to go up.
You got St. Augustine, you've got Fernandina. I mean, there's a lot.
I like it.
Very, very central off of Jacksonville that makes it a pretty awesome place.
Excellent. I didn't know all of that, and I'm glad I asked. I wanted to ask too, though, Holly, if you guys were to move in the Orlando area, is there a particular community? Do you have an idea? Would it be right in Orlando, or would it be one of the communities around Orlando?
I mean, if price is no object, then Golden Oaks.
I know what my wife wants.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I believe Jeff lives in like New Smyrna, which is about 45 minutes an hour north of.
Not quite Winter Park, but
no, that's what's past. But I'd say Sanford. I actually really like Sanford. It's a little bit older.
Yep.
But the downtown Sanford is pretty cool. It has a lot of like really good restaurants. It's supposed to have a really good German place that I want to try. But I would say Sanford would probably be, because to me, I feel like I'd rather be north of the city than south.
Yeah. I think one of my friends from works, she actually works remote, and she moved to Sanford, Nancy. Yeah, I think you met Jeff Opolka, right? He lives in
New Smyrna, I believe.
Yes, perfect. All right. Thanks for covering that topic. It came up and I wanted to ask you guys. We never did talk about that before. All right, let's talk a little bit about the resorts. Now, you guys go down, now you're local, so you don't always stay in the parks, although you do in the resorts, the Disney resorts. So where did you stay, Holly, in the last few trips?
I usually stay off property at an extended stay on Palm Parkway. There's specifically this one because it's pretty clean. Oh, not pretty. It is clean. It's well staffed. It's like, I know a lot of people that hear extended stay and they think of like sketchy, and there are some sketchy extended stays, but since this one caters to a tourist crowd, it's really well kept up. And actually, when I was there a few months back, there were snowbirds who every year that's where they stay for like 2 months because
all right.
I thought that was interesting because they were, when I went to check in, they were getting their mail. Yeah. And they were like talking like, oh, which room are you in this year? I'm in this one. Oh, were you over here? I'm over there. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that. I'm always looking for that snowbird.
And it's right near Disney Springs. Nice. I mean, it's like cool. Right there.
Oh,
it's
And Disney Springs to us is very much so our gateway to all of the resort properties. Yeah. Because if you can go there and get a good space early on before parking gets crazy, you can take the Disney transportation and then, especially all the parks near Magic Kingdom, you can just walk between them.
Yeah. Well, I did want to talk to you guys. You guys did some resort hopping, didn't you, recently? Talk to me about what you did that was interesting, doing some resort hopping, and why did you do that?
Well, the first thing we did was we went to French Quarter, of which Holly actually competed in the Beignet Dash run that morning.
I love you posted this on the Facebook group. What is the Beignet Dash run?
So I went into detail on the super awesome geek group you should join. Plug there. And basically what it is, every Sunday at Port Orleans French Quarter, which is, even though I have stayed at the Poly, I think French Quarter is still my favorite.
Wow. I don't think I knew that.
I know. It's sort of like your first love. I don't know. I can't share. I want to quit French Quarter, but I wish I could quit you.
It has such emotional meaning to us because that was where we honeyed.
Okay. All right.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so Every Sunday they do the Beignet Dash, and it takes place at French Quarter. The sign up starts at 7:30 a.m. over between the pool and Building 5, so basically to the left of the pool, and you can't miss it. They have signs up, and they're playing music, and the resort, the
resort event planners.
Thank you, the event planners.
And what was the name of the girl who was super enthusiastic?
I can't remember, but she was really, really loud, and I was like, I just drove 2.5 hours. I need you to calm down.
She is that person who is on at 7:00 in the morning.
I was like, are you a kindergarten teacher during the day? Because you feel like a kindergarten teacher. But so you sign up, and it's $15, which is a little pricey, but it's, for
you're
what it is.
You're there for the experience.
Yeah, you're there for the experience. You sign a waiver saying if you fall, you won't sue.
Yeah.
And you get a bib that you write your name on. And at the bottom, there's a coupon you tear off when you're done that you get 3 beignets.
Ah, nice. Okay.
So there's a incentive for it. And the course, it starts at 8, and the course is a 1.5 mile, just down into Riverside, through Riverside's different areas, and then back up to French Quarter. Oh, and cool. All along the way, there's signs and there's cast members cheering you on. And then when you finish, you get it's a medal, but it's not like metal. It's just like a rubber medallion.
Yeah.
That says French Quarter Beignet Dash 2018, and there's some picture props, and they're giving you water and saying "Yay!"
and they have one of their Kings of Mardi Gras there. It's not the guy who's.
It wasn't Arnell. But...
Yeah, it's not Arnell. It's not Arnell who's there during the week, but still, it was a ton of fun. And then afterwards, you get beignets.
Like, of course, that's what you want to do after a run, right?
And I will say this. I know there might be some people that are like, well, I'm not a runner, or I'm not very fast. Do it. Don't worry about that.
So it's no pressure.
It's not a competition. I mean, there's some people that are going to compete, but no matter what, there's always people that are going to compete. But I had done the day before. So this was a Sunday. The day before, I had completed a kind of a rough 5K. So that morning I was pretty tired, and I was like, I have a whole day of Disney ahead of me. I'm not going to push myself just to, make myself feel, like, yeah, I won. So I took it easy and talked to cast members and relaxed. And
yeah. Do people walk it?
Yeah, there was a couple people walking, and I was walking as well. So I mean, it's very laid back. It's not like a Run Disney event where you have to keep a pace or anything like that.
How many people were running it when you did it?
Probably about 15.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's very intimate.
Yeah.
Nice. And it ends with beignets. Do you like those beignets?
I love them. And my only complaint, I'm trying not to be complainy, but they got rid of my raspberry dipping sauce and they made a strawberry dipping sauce, and I don't like the strawberry dipping sauce because it's too sweet.
I hate when they do things like that.
I told the guy, I was like, "Oh, can I get the raspberry sauce?" He goes, "It's strawberry," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure, I'll take that." And I got into a conversation with someone on the group about it. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, who I was talking to, but we were discussing how raspberry is just perfect. Because it's tart, and I think of Mama anytime I eat something with raspberry too, because I know that's something we share.
Yes, she loves it with chocolate.
Yes,
that's the primo combination.
Is that a woman thing? Yeah, I think a lot of ladies like that, the raspberry and chocolate. Yeah.
Quick tip out there for you, male listeners.
Yeah, right.
Capitalize on the get something that's shaped like something Mickey or Disney. Have it be chocolate raspberry. You are golden.
There you go, Peter. Good. That's it. I love it. All right. That is okay. So that is over at the French Quarter, Port Orleans. How about you guys do some other resort hopping too, right?
After that, we decided to go to the Polynesian, of which we had. We went to Disney Springs.
We drove from French Quarter to Disney Springs and parked our car, and then we went to the Polynesian. We took a bus to the Polynesian.
Yeah. Which we went to the Polynesian, and considering we were there on Easter Sunday, it was so chill, so relaxed.
Nice.
And my eyes opened up, and I had a whole new thing shown to me that I don't know why I ever doubted this.
Yeah.
But the pulled pork nachos at the Polynesian. Believe the hype.
We hyped it up and we were right, huh?
It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not sure if that's going to be good. I don't know why. But it's the wonton and the chips and the chipotle with the mango and all of that, and it was just perfect.
Yeah,
and it's a big portion, but it's not too much considering we got up and we kept walking around after that. It didn't feel like it was holding me down, which that's always a plus.
But you can have it as like a meal, like a lunch.
Absolutely.
That's what we did. We originally were going to share it, and then by the time we got there, I was pretty hungry, and I thought, normally we share things, but I think if we try and share this, it's going to end up with someone getting bit.
And that's at Captain Cook's, if anyone's wondering. That's the quick service. And got to give David Castro props, who actually, him and his family, they moved close to Orlando now too, I believe, but because they moved up from Miami. But he's the one who turned me on to that, so I can't take an original credit for that one. But we've been turning people on to it for.
Well, thank you, David, for showing the geeking community
bringing us to the light.
The ways of the pulled pork nacho.
Excellent. Did you have something else there, Holly?
Yeah, I succumbed to some social pressure and bought the rose gold cupcake because each resort, nice. Or not every resort, but a lot of them are doing like their own spin on it. So like the Contemporary has one, the Poly has one, the Boardwalk has one, and they're all supposed to be slightly different. And I wouldn't have gotten this one, but it said it had like a guava filled middle, and I thought, you know what, that sounds really good and unique. Let's try it. And it just was sweet. It didn't have any real flavor. It just was a sweet Disney. And I mean, Disney cupcakes are good,
right? Yep.
But I was expecting it to be different.
Yeah. Okay. You wanted the angels to sing, and they didn't.
Let's clarify. She was expecting Boma level guava.
Yeah, like
because they've got the real good, strong guava flavor.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Well, I love the Polynesian, Holly, and the restaurant food is a big reason why. Including, I just had this conversation with Mama. She said, "What do they have at Captain Cook's?" And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Let me tell you.
Tonga toast for one.
Yeah, there's another one. They got Dole Whips there too, right? And,
well, it's outside, but yeah, it's still there.
Yeah. Oh, they used to have it inside there, but they have an outside place now. But they also have a really good Italian grinder, if I remember. That's a nice big one. And they have a pulled pork sandwich. So, and your basic burger and stuff. But the quick service I find at the deluxe resorts especially is outstanding. Well, it's good at all the resorts. We're hearing people really rave everywhere, but yes, that is good. All right. And I think you went to another place too, didn't you?
So we decided to walk to the Grand Floridian from the Poly because Peter had never done that walk before, and it's a nice, relaxed walk. And something I noticed that I feel I need to point out. So if you're walking that path from the Poly to the Grand Floridian, it's all of those stones that are like the
remembrance stones.
The member stones where people bought on our wedding day, our anniversary, or whatever.
Yeah.
And as we were walking, I noticed one that didn't seem right. And when I got closer, basically when they break, Disney just replaces them with just like a blank one.
Oh, okay.
And people are taking it upon themselves to take Sharpies and write their names on them.
Oh, no.
It's so trashy.
It is so trashy. And I got so angry. And I found another one, and it took all of my, like, Peter had to drag me away because I was going to dig them up with my own hands.
Especially because, according to the dates written on them, these had occurred in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Maybe Disney will find them and take care of that problem. That's fine.
We made it known to the social media sphere.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll catch on to it. But just in general, if you see that, it's kind of like see something, say something.
Yeah,
if you see it, point it out to someone, because the people who bought those stones, it means a lot to them.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it's, let's just call it what it is. It's vandalism.
I would say, like, I can't I get so protective of Disney that it makes me so, it's such a disrespectful thing. And like, how arrogant of a person are you that you're walking by and you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to put my name on here because I don't know. It bothers me. And I just.
Yeah. It makes me think of the people. I was walking down the street. I went for a walk, and I just see, when you see garbage on the side of the road, do you ever think to yourself, what kind of low intelligence do you have to take garbage and throw it out your car window? I mean,
it's hard to fathom.
Yeah.
What level of stupidity do you have to be to do, just take it back to your house and throw it away properly? I don't know. That one bothers me. I can never get my arms around it. All right. Well, Uncle Ken, Judy's husband, was fascinated by those stones. You made me think of him. We would have been in Florida because we were reading them too as we were walking between the Magic Kingdom and Bay Lake Tower. All right. Now, you went on over to Grand Floridian. Anything interesting happen over there?
It was busy because they have the big Easter egg stuff.
Okay.
So there was just a ton of people there, getting pictures. And so we kind of, at that point, we had gone from this like super chill, relaxed, Polly vibe to this like high-strung, stressed-out people vibe. We were like, and it's time to go.
Well, everyone was there on Easter Sunday to show off being in their finest, to show off being at the Grand Floridian. And it was very much so a showboaty kind of environment, and we're just there to like relax and enjoy ourselves. And we didn't feel like we belonged very well.
That is so interesting. If you heard my podcast, we were so excited to stay at the Grand Floridian, and we did that, and we enjoyed it. And I mean, I don't know that I felt like I didn't belong. Or let's put it this way. I felt like I definitely figured out what I like better, which is the Poly vibe.
Yeah, I had that realization too. After I got done, I was talking to Holly. I'm like, I've always wanted to stay here, but after going through this, I don't know. It didn't feel enjoyable. Like I want to go back to the Poly. I want to go enjoy myself.
Yeah. There were a lot of formal things happening there. Like there's a lot of weddings.
I would say there's a lot of weddings and people getting their photos. I know there's a lot of people out there that love it. And I mean, we all love resorts, and there's always going to be people that go, really? You like that resort? But
yeah, it's just a personal taste.
I don't know. I guess Grand Floridian, even as a kid, it was never the resort I wanted to stay at. And I think, to be honest, the top of our list right now is Animal Kingdom Lodge and Wilderness Lodge. Those are the two that we are looking to try and stay at in the next couple of years. Especially
the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah, because we basically just want to do Boma for breakfast and dinner. Like, that's going to be our vacation.
Nice. Yes. I wanted to... Well, you know why you like Boma.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have a problem.
Yeah, we don't have a problem.
Didn't I take you there the first time you ever went there?
Yeah.
First one's free.
That's awesome. Well, the one thing I'll say about Grand Floridian, I do like to go over there to eat, though. So I like to pop in, and I love their 1900 Park Fare, and I like the Grand Floridian Cafe. I think that's a good hidden place.
The 1900 Park Fair was like the epicenter of people who want to like go to that big fancy Easter meal. And that was like the
we walked in
center
we walked in and you know how it shares shares the lobby of the other restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just so many people and I was like, we're done.
That was the day. Yeah, Easter day. Okay. All right, guys, let's talk more about food. What do you say? Did you guys have any ADRs for some of these trips?
Well, for this one in particular, we're talking about when we went to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Yes, we actually had an ADR with the McGee family.
Yes, I know. I was so excited to see that. Aren't they cute?
Yes, it was such a pleasure getting to spend time with Jamie and Bert and Addie and Ruthie and Lena. The whole gang.
Well, of course, I met them the first time you met them at our Geek and Meetup at the lounge over at the Nomad Lounge over at Animal Kingdom. Yep. So, yes, that was cool. They were back down again. And you guys, how did you guys arrange all that? You guys had a dinner arrangement?
We had actually set for us to do a couple things together. We were going to go first off to go to Chef Art Smith's, and then we were going to do the Void experience afterwards.
Right.
Yeah, Bert actually messaged Peter and was like, "Hey, we're going to be going down to Disney. Do you guys have any interest in maybe coming down Easter Sunday and we can all do a meal together?"
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, of course. That sounds great to me. And he was like, well, I went ahead and I made a reservation at the Boathouse. We really want to go to Homecoming, but there wasn't anything available. And I was like, give me a day. Like 2 hours later, I was like, I got a reservation.
Really? How'd you get it?
The touring plans, of course.
Did you? Wow, good for you. Excellent job, Holly. Jamie must have known about that.
Yeah, but I mean, she was busy planning the rest of her trip.
Okay.
So I was like, well, I got this. I was like, I'll.
Let's be real. She's busy taking care of 3 girls.
Well, yeah. I know what that's about. Well, I don't have all girls, but 2 boys and a girl. Nice. And had you guys been to Homecoming before?
No, this was our first and probably last time.
Yeah. So how'd it go how was the meal at Art Smith's Homecoming?
Really?
Y'all are gonna hate us so much.
I of course have to state my bias first off, being from Georgia and being Southern. I know that I was trying to check my bias at the door. I think that their fried chicken was good. My first complaint was that the first piece that I took off my plate was not like piping hot, which I can tell they cook it and they keep it warm ahead of time. That's just a matter of mass service. I get that.
Yeah.
Their mashed potatoes were so good. I could have easily gained a pound alone off of those.
Perfect.
But I think that especially if you're not used to Southern cooking, then this could be a great place for you to go. But if you're used to Mama's cooking in the kitchen, you're gonna have to recognize that this is not going to be that.
Oh yeah, well that's a good. I do get mixed. So Holly, don't be embarrassed because I get mixed reports. Matter of fact, Mama and Judy were lukewarm on Art Smith's Homecoming.
Because, like, to begin, I study menus before I go to a place because I like to have an idea of, 1, how much I'm going to spend, and 2, what I want to get. And the first thing, the drink that I wanted was taken off the menu. So I was like, okay. So there's that.
What was that drink again?
It was a cherry gin fizz. It was a gin drink with Cheerwine, which is a North Carolina-based soda beverage that is delicious. But I love gin, so it was like 2 things I love together, and I was like, I really wanted to try it, and they didn't make it anymore. So we got the egg, the deviled eggs, which they were good.
Church lady deviled eggs.
The church lady deviled eggs. But
Love the name.
Since I married into this Southern family, I have been taught how to make quote unquote proper devil eggs. So, and they weren't presented in the same, like they didn't have the ham on the top. They came with like a crispy onion, and I don't know if that's was an Easter thing or if that's how they're presenting them now. And we had the hush puppies too, right?
Yeah, the hush puppies were not very dynamic in their flavor.
The pimento was pretty good.
The pimento was really good. The pepper jam that they served with it was really good. But the hush puppies were just kind of one flavor note. It was just fried cornmeal.
Well, but the thing is, like, for me, there's something about getting hush puppies at a seafood restaurant that you just can't beat that. There's just a simplistic nature about them that, but so I wanted to get the kitchen plate similar to what Lindsay got because I knew Peter was going to get the chicken. And I thought, well, I'll take a couple bites of his chicken and I'll eat the kitchen plate. So I went in and I was like, I'm getting the mac and cheese. I was like, I'll get something green, and I'm going to get the cucumber salad. So I go to order. I said, I want the mac and cheese, the cucumber salad. She goes, oh, the cucumber salad's not on the menu anymore.
Which blows my mind. This is they want to say that this is fresh food, locally sourced. This is cucumber season. It's summer. This is the time to have cucumbers.
So I ended up getting the corn succotash and the braised kale and collards. Now the mac and cheese was good. If a bunch of people were like, we're going here and you have to go with us, I could get the mac and cheese and be fine.
Yeah.
The corn succotash, I don't think I had a Princess Bride moment where I'm like, I don't think they know what that word means. It was not a succotash. It was just like corn with random chunks of tomato. But when I tell you the braised kale and collards were disgusting, I took 2 bites, and I'm somebody I can pretty much eat anything, and especially if I'm paying money like I did, I usually will force myself to eat it.
She can be like a goat.
I'm kind of like a goat in that way.
Yeah.
I took a bite, and I was like, okay, they're kind of garlicky, which I like, but I was like, oh, okay. And then I took a bigger second bite, and the flavor, it was like uncooked white vinegar.
Ooh.
It was like they cooked it and then they soaked it in vinegar, and it
You probably could have asked them to switch out to something else.
I know I could have, but I mean, at that point, like we were there, we were enjoying the company, and
right.
And really at the end of the day, we had been eating a lot all day. So by the time I got to homecoming, I was like, I wasn't super hungry.
Well, what were some of your good things that you ate? You said you were eating all day. What was some good stuff down at Disney Springs?
Well, we went to Jock Lindsay's, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we tried, it had some, funny name, but it was basically fried cheese curds and tater tots.
Ooh.
And yeah, it was really good. And then they have a new vegetable fritter that we didn't get, but it comes with the curry ketchup, so we requested the curry ketchup, and that was really good.
This is at Jock Lindsay's, right? It was just a bar.
Yeah.
Jock Lindsay's, it's in a weird place because it seems like it's going through a bit of an identity crisis. And how many years has it been open, Holly?
Almost 2 now?
Almost 2 years now. And they're, with everything new opening up at Disney Springs, they're in that moment of trying to maintain their still vibe, that little corner they've cut out for themselves, but to keep innovating as they keep drawing in new people and existing people as well.
Interesting. Of course, everyone we talk to, including myself, as I talk to myself, love that place.
Yeah, it's still always going to be. I mean,
perfect spot too.
Yeah, but they're trying stuff with their menu right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and I mean that's fine. I'm all for it as long as it maintains what it is. They can put whatever they want on the menu.
Well, that tater tot thing sounds like the poutine you love so much.
Well, it didn't have gravy or. But it was still good. I had no problem eating it.
They didn't advertise it was poutine, right? So
No, they didn't say it was poutine. I did get poutine, but that was much later.
There you go. All right. Any other good stuff down there at Disney Springs?
Well, one of the other places we tried something new. We went to Enzo's Hideaway Bar.
Yeah.
Which is underneath, was it Enzo Marie's?
Yeah, it's the little,
It's the new Italian place, which...
Speakeasy.
Yeah, the Speakeasy, Enzo's Hideaway Bar. I actually got one of the best old fashions I've ever had.
Oh, wow.
In my life.
Yeah.
And I love a good old fashioned, and this was
good. Just
the right amount of everything, and it just kind of had a little bit of orange peel in there as well. It was very aromatic whenever I took a drink. It's a little expensive, but I was blown away at the quality.
Perfect. Yeah, we had a good time down there too. We had the whole gang, my kids and Judy and Ken, and we were there pretty much by ourselves. We got there early. We had that big long table. I don't know if you remember, there in front of the bar, and we had the best wait staff there. We had a great time. Yeah. So was it crowded there when you were in there?
No, it was pretty quiet. There was quite a few people at the bar, but the restaurant itself was pretty quiet. And, I have such a struggle with all these new Italian places down at Disney because I want to try them because I like trying stuff, but because I grew up with a Sicilian father, I look at the prices and I hear him in my head going, I could make 20 servings of that for half that price. And it's like, okay, Dad, shh. Like, I really want to try. The menu was really interesting. I think, though, of the new restaurants, the Italian restaurants, I think I really want to try and do, I believe, the upstairs one, the Maria Enzo's Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
I believe they do a brunch on Sundays that is supposed to be really good and have bottomless mimosas. So
that sounds like a good deal. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
But a quick little special mention that I think gets overlooked. So there's two Starbucks at Disney Springs. There's the one on the west side down by House of Blues and that side, and then there's the one next to the World of Disney. Mm-hmm. The one at the World of Disney, they have usually two special menus up. One has been pretty consistently the same for about a year now, and the other one, they make specialty drinks to tie into special events. So we were there on Easter, and they had a whole bunch of Easter flavored drinks. So I got one called the Jelly Bean that was lemonade, raspberry syrup, there's that raspberry again, and the passion tea, but the way they made it was so good. It was delicious.
Was it light?
It was.
Yeah.
It was really refreshing. Nice. And because I didn't want anything heavy caffeine at that moment, I just wanted a sweet, refreshing beverage, and it was super good.
It was a cold beverage?
Yep.
Yeah. Very nice.
And the one that I get is the Mad Tea Party. The Mad Tea Party is the passion tea, a little bit of the simple syrup, but they put a lime, blueberries, an apple, and
strawberries,
and strawberries in there, all in one. And the best way I would describe it is it's a little bit of red wine away from being sangria.
Oh, nice! But it's a tea. Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's a tea, and it's so good. It's so flavorful.
So, probably during the Star Wars run, they'll have a whole bunch of specialty drinks for that too.
Nice. I'm not wild about Starbucks, but I like what you're describing because I do like iced teas that you get in the store and stuff. So that's cool that they're doing something creative with the teas. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Excellent. Any other standouts in foods, guys, that you can think of from recent trips?
I did get to try food on two of my solo trips, one during Festival of the Arts and one during Flower and Garden. Yeah. And there really wasn't a lot at Festival of the Arts that was stood out.
Yeah.
what was a good thing they had was a salmon in a puff pastry in France that was really good.
That sounds good. Was there any kind of sauce with it?
Yeah, it had like a white buttercream sauce.
Nice.
Yeah, I could have eaten like 4 of them, and then I thought I'm by myself, so I can't keep going up there and ordering them.
I think Mama would like. She likes salmon. Yeah, that sounds really good.
And I'm sure people have heard and tried I say poutine. There's quotes around this because I know our Canadian friends are going to say it's not real poutine, but the poutine they're selling. Poutine. They're selling at the refreshment port with the fries, cheese curds, and then the cheddar cheese bacon soup from Canada on top.
Yeah.
It is so good. I have had it twice, not on the same day. And it is... I could write poems about how much I like. There's I got to get some more in before it gets too ungodly hot because I'm not going to eat hot poutine in World Showcase in July.
So that's at the Flower and Garden. They're serving that now.
Yeah, it's still there. It started during the Festival of the Arts, but they've kept it on.
Yeah. At
the refreshment port, that little kiosk when you make a right when you get into, like, on your way to Canada.
Nice. All right. How about any favorite lounges or drinks besides the Jock Lindsay's? Did you partake in that?
Actually, we have 2 kind of like out of left field ones because I know we tend to talk about a lot of the same ones because a lot of the same ones, they're good. There's a reason we talk about them. But one, the Coke Rooftop Bar.
Yes, you guys have talked about that before.
It is such a lot of people, I don't know if it's that they don't know it's there or what, but it's not usually too busy. And it's got a great view of that little corner of Disney Springs.
Yeah, because it's on the roof, right? So
yeah, it's all the way on the roof. And they have drinks. Like mixed drinks if you want that, or if you want to try a bunch of international drinks or whatever.
It's just not Coca-Cola soft drinks, it's adult drinks too.
It's all kinds of stuff. That's where I got my tab and rum.
Tab and rum
in honor of my mother. That was her favorite drink.
You know what I was blown away with, guys? I don't know if you saw this. I'm sure you did because you're as active as I am on the Facebook group. But did you see what Bert McGee posted? And I didn't know. I thought they were staying at the cabins at Wilderness Lodge or Wilderness Campground. Did you see what he posted? It was, I guess you didn't.
I was trying to think.
No, I must have missed that.
All right.
Yeah, please fill us in.
All right. I didn't like to see his toes, but he did.
The Jack and Coke icy machine.
Yes, a Jack and Coke icy, like Coca-Cola.
Hello.
It was like the machines. What do you call those machines that dispense the Coke now? They have Freestyle. They got a bazillion kinds of flavors. They had a frozen Jack and Coke machine.
Yeah, it's over at Riverside.
Why haven't we been there yet?
I wonder if that's going to pop up at other places. But it was at Riverside. Port Orleans Riverside, he said, at the pool area.
Well, that ties in really well to our next thing.
Okay.
All of the pool bars are one of the best lounges, especially whenever you're back at your resort. They're consistently so good. Their drinks are so unique, and you can get some pretty unique food options there. That's where you can actually get the blended Dole Whip and dark rum.
At the Polynesian.
At the Polynesian.
Nice. I like that.
It's super, super, super good.
Smooth.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people think that the pool bars are, don't go because it's going to be the same 5 drinks. And there's the standard margarita and pina colada and all those. But I've learned that a lot of the resorts have like a specific to them, drink because when my mom and I were at Pop Century, they had a bunch of stuff that was just at Pop Century. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool that it's not just this all the same everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely go off the menu a little bit. Go with something that's unique to that resort. That's super. And I do want to remind everyone, if you do see pictures or sightings of the Jack and Coke, frozen Jack and Coke machines, please let us know, because that was new to me.
I think this goes down one thing that I know that you talk about all the time in the podcast, which is just really enjoying your resort as much as you do the park.
Yeah.
There's so much good stuff there. They do so many events, especially for the kids, like we saw back at French Quarter. There's good drinks and everything. You need to set aside a day just for your resort, just to take it all in. And if you're doing an extended trip, that's a day to really recharge your batteries and get ready to go full stink after that.
Perfect. And Peter, remind me, I had a message for someone who wanted to join, new listener, wanted to join the Facebook group, and I have questions there when you go to join. And she was saying how they were going to do a trip in November, and I contacted her because I thought she might need a travel agent. So I wanted to let her know we're here for her. And I was talking to her on the phone, and her husband, she is so excited. I'm going to give her a shout out. Probably, did I lose you guys?
No, we're here. We are listening intently.
I had a little static there. I'll cut that out. So I was talking to her, and first of all, she was wicked cute because she was Brazilian, and she was so excited to go to Disney World for the first time in her whole life. It's been a dream come true. But she said her husband, she's not so sure that he is going to be into it. He's kind of doing it for her. So your point about, the resorts and the adult things to do and to relax, and I'm going to talk to her about those kinds of things so that she can talk to him, the restaurants, make sure that those are priorities for them and not just going hard in the parks.
Because it's fun to go hard in the parks, but after a couple days of doing that, I really feel like you enjoy it more if you give yourself time to take a load off at the resorts, maybe go to Disney Springs and go to a restaurant there, go to a bar there.
Absolutely.
It lets you enjoy your experience more.
And there's so much that's going on at the resort. I mean, just the Beignet run. Like, there's so much that they do at these resorts. If you just every Sunday, if you just take, a little bit of time to look at the schedule, there's just so much cool stuff going on that's not just in the parks.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to transition. We mentioned it already, and I want to make sure we get this in. Peter, I want you to tell me about the Void, the Star Wars virtual reality down at Disney Springs.
I'm absolutely blown away by this. As someone who's grown up with this idea of what of what virtual reality is going to be, this is part of a dream come true.
Because you're a gamer too. Besides you're a Star Wars fan and a gamer. So let's set that up. Right?
It's very gamer, and this is actually technically a mixed VR AR combination, because you have your virtual reality system that you're operating in that you put on a helmet, and that it covers your ears, covers your vision, but it's also augmented reality because you're also operating and you can actually touch things on the walls, and those are physical walls there.
Oh, wow.
And going to my second time through, because you go through this story and everything, and you're given a gun and you're dressed up like a stormtrooper, and I'm starting to fight, and I went, wait, I can touch things on the walls, and I looked for switches and panels and things, and I actually hit a panel that brought up like an automated gun that helped me fight. So if there's something you can touch, try it.
Wow.
See if it works. And it's such an immersive experience that I got vertigo at parts where we were high up.
Well, we asked this. So this is a separate priced attraction, right?
Yeah, this is a separate price attraction. Holly, how much is it?
It is $30.
$30. It's about a 40 minute experience. So about $1 per minute if you're looking to break it down. But it feels like so much longer.
Do you have to reserve it? Or is it
you do have to reserve a time, but generally they're starting to get better at their system. They can pump people through, so even if you have a walk up, they'll be able to accommodate you.
Okay, excellent.
It's kind of like reservation preserved.
Yeah.
But like especially the technology, because you go in, you put on a vest, and the vest itself has haptics. So that way, if you get hit or anything, you'll actually feel like the little push against you.
Nice. And is this a solo thing, or you do it with a group of people?
You do it with up to 4 people, which me, Bert, and then Addie, we had all done it before, but we had a new guy there. This is his first experience.
Yeah.
And we got to feed off of his energy, because he was like, oh my God, this is so cool. and it was like us being able to go through it for the first time again.
Yeah.
Because he was looking at it with fresh eyes. He was also had an itchy trigger finger, but that's another thing.
He didn't get you killed? He didn't get you killed?
He didn't get us killed, but there are certain things that you can do, like let's say if you stealth, if you try and not fire your gun immediately, the story presents you with different options.
So you work as a team?
You do work as a team, and there's a part where you have to hold down a hallway while stormtroopers are coming in, and Addie was actually the one who solved the puzzle.
Of course.
She went over there and she just knocked it out while 3 adults were acting like chickens with their heads cut off.
Well, that's kind of
saved the day.
That's kind of embarrassing, huh? You got to swallow your pride a little bit there, Peter.
It is, but I did as soon as we got in the experience, because once you get in, they put you into this little room, they put down the helmets, and then suddenly you look. And every person in there is a stormtrooper. If you put out your hand, you can actually see your hand move in like a stormtrooper armor. And I looked over at her and I said, "Aren't you a little small to be a stormtrooper?"
You can talk to each other and communicate, right?
Yeah, and you can actually hear each other through your connected comm system.
Unbelievable. This sounds amazing. You know, as if Disney Springs didn't have enough already. This is,
I think, sorry.
I mean, this is just amazing that they've added this. A little bit reminds me of the Wildwood, New Jersey boardwalk when we used to go. We used to always buy the kids, they have amusement parks there. They had 3 piers, but they always had some kind of, every year when you go there, there'd be something new that was a separate, extra price ticket that you would do. Like you would shoot zombies or something like that. And they weren't quite as sophisticated as what you're describing, although I think they had some 3D stuff or whatever. So
I think
this is a great idea.
This opens it up to so much more, because you can do like when I was talking with Bert and Addie, we were thinking if you do something in the Marvel universe, put us as working for S.H.I.E.L.D. while the superheroes are fighting everything around us.
For sure. But
you could do Pirates of the Caribbean even.
Can you imagine? The possibilities is endless. But what did they get rid of what was the place there? I'm totally
Once Upon a Toy.
No, I'm thinking of the place where it had all the video games.
They got rid of Disney Quest.
Disney Quest so that's gone. Have they added? They were going to
completely demolished it, but they are currently building the NBA experience.
They demolished. Oh wow, okay, it was a complete. Wow, I didn't know they were doing that.
They were having problems with urban explorers getting in there and trying to make videos of them poking through the abandoned structure. So Disney just said, we don't want to have this liability on us, and they just tore the whole thing down.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thanks for, this is something I don't think a lot of people know about. So thanks for giving us the heads up on that one. That's awesome.
On your day where you relax at the resort, maybe you want to send your husband and little boy off to go do this.
Yeah.
And you can enjoy some time at the spa.
There you go. I know it. It's awesome. Good thinking there. All right, guys, we'll bring Holly back on.
What?
Yeah, remember Holly? Hey, I got a question for you guys. You are locals, but I think there's a possibility you did something for the very first time during these trips. Did you do anything for the first time? Did we cover them already?
Did I do anything for
We did the beignet. The beignet trip was one.
And say Beignet, Enzo's, a tunnel bar. Trying to think.
Poutine will travel from Orlando to Jacksonville and be just fine.
No, I got one from you from your list. The new American Adventure.
I was just looking at that. Yes, I got to see the updated, American Adventure. They basically updated the sounds and video quality, which is fantastic. They updated the montage, removed some of the more controversial people, and added some people in, which was pretty cool. And they updated the arrangement as well as the recording of the On Golden Wings song, and it lost some of its power for me. I don't know why Disney keeps taking music and rearranging it like Soren.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. I've seen it twice now, and I'm looking forward to taking Peter and taking my mom and getting their views on it. I enjoy that show. I know that there's some people that have, it's their nap time or whatever, but I always enjoyed it even as a kid, although I do blame it for confusing me, because for a long time I thought Ben Franklin and Mark Twain were actually in the same time period.
Yeah, right.
That they are not.
That's right. Well, I'm excited. I was excited to read this. I didn't even know they had done this, Holly, because I enjoyed the Hall of Presidents and the update that they did there. You mentioned here, updated montage was great. Is that the movie?
Yeah, at the end where they do the Berlin Wall, and they added some more contemporary figures and took out some people that maybe aren't as, I don't want to say worthy. That's not right. It's not
relevant.
Right. Yeah, relevant. We'll say that's good. Relevant. But yeah, it was cool. And you could tell the animatronics, they gave them a little bit of a tune-up, because there's a lot more of the subtle gestures that have been lost over time that you notice. And I think part of my love of that attraction is it is such a feat of engineering how it works that every time I see it, it just blows my mind.
There you go. Yes, a little love for the American Adventure. I like that. Well, I found another thing. It's a food-related item that's on your list. It's a VIP food item from Flower Garden.
So the one thing that I did have while I did Flower and Garden that was a huge standout for me was the Caribbean conch salad.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, I don't remember the booth, the Caribbean booth. I think it's called the Isle of Fresa or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's is that in the front area before.
Yeah, it's on the Mexico side of things.
Yep.
But it was so good. I really didn't have very high expectations.
Yeah.
But it was a huge portion. It was refreshing. And the thing is the conch, it was delicious. And the citrus that they used really made the sweetness of the conch stand out. And then they fried some plantains, and those I almost got a second order of it. And then it was like the fish. I was like, probably not today.
So much more to get.
So much more
This is sadly on a trip in which I was working on school stuff. But I know Holly likes to enjoy going off and having her own adventures.
Yes, I do.
Well, I would only be guessing if I knew what conch tastes like. I'm guessing that it's something like clam.
Yeah, like a mild shellfish.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's conch. I know it's kind of one of those things until you eat it, it's conch.
I know what it looks like. I know what the shell looks like. They're beautiful shells.
Yeah.
All right. And you also mentioned here, again, I don't know if this is new, but why was living with the land at night a special experience?
Oh, so I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm kind of a giant geek. And I love living with the land. I think I wrote it 3 times this day because, I don't know, I just love it. And during daylight savings, so the Living with the Land, Figment, and I think those are the two that close. Yes, and the Pixar shorts. Those all close at 7 on normal days.
Yeah.
And because of daylight savings and it being darker earlier, if you ride Living with the Land towards about 6:30, 6:45, it's already dark outside. And so when you get into the greenhouse, it's lit and you see things when you're going through some of the different, the fish area and some of the other things that are just...
Oh, nice.
I don't know. It's just, it's different. It's all, you're looking at it from a different point of view, and it's unique, and I love it. I love it so much.
Excellent. Good perspective there. And you know what? I'm looking through your list. I found something else I wanted to talk to you about. I don't know if this was new. It could have been. The Magic Kingdom After Hours?
It was this. I did it twice. I did it once with you guys.
Yeah. And
then I did it by myself because I have a love-hate relationship with the Magic Kingdom, and it's always busy. Like, Disney on a whole is always busy, but you can find days where Epcot's maybe a little quieter or Studio's a little quiet, but never Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is just always busy. And so after we had done the After Hours event in January, I was like, man, I'd really like to go back and do it again, because even though I don't like the idea of like paying for a premium. It's just, I don't know, it's worth it to get that time to do rides that I don't normally get to do, or go to and specifically Fantasyland, because I do not go to Fantasyland. I just don't do it. It's I don't like mine trains, so there's no draw for me to do that, and it's so crowded, and there's just so many people, and it feels like there's people walking in every direction so
you got to hit that. We always hit it first thing early in the morning. So that's why I don't have that problem. And that's what you got to do, especially if you got adults with you. But go ahead.
Well, I know that's the thing is, like, I guess there's not really a lot for me personally in Fantasyland that I'm like gung ho about. Like, I enjoy Peter Pan. I enjoy Small World. I enjoy the attractions there.
Yeah.
But I enjoy Adventureland more. I enjoy Tomorrowland more.
Yeah.
But so I did that again, and I have to say, it's a great $90, because $45 of that I did on food and drinks. So
you got your money's worth, right?
I made sure of that. Of course, I will tell you that 3 Diet Cokes and 2 water bottles in my backpack by the end of the night was pretty bad. I almost tipped over getting off of the Jungle Cruise.
But you brought home some great loot.
Yeah, but I was like, look, Peter, I brought you home Disney soda.
Brought you dinner. Well, what did you have what's the food that you can get? It's included in the price.
Popcorn, and everything is unlimited. And what I noticed about this one versus the one we did in January, a lot of they had way more cast members manning the food carts. Because I think they got some feedback about people saying, why did I spend 10 minutes in line getting an ice cream bar and 5 minutes to get on Small World?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That was like that when we were there. Yep.
So they had a minimum of 2 cast members at each booth. So you had, one person was doing popcorn and one person was doing like sodas and ice cream. So I thought that was a good improvement.
Yeah.
And so you can get popcorn, you can get any of the bottled drinks, being the Dasani water or the Coke products. I don't think you can get Powerade, and I don't think you can get the Smart Water. And then pretty much any of the frozen items. So the Mickey bar, the Mickey ice cream sandwich, the lemonade, the banana, and the Olaf fruit bar.
Oh, yep.
And the reason I actually ended up with as many as I did was because every time I walked by one and there was no line, a cast member was like, hey, do you want something?
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, well, I'm walking by. I can't say no.
Holly, you're going to get a tummy ache.
Well, or like I said, tip over,
Yeah.
getting off the Jungle Cruise.
I think I was starting to get a tummy ache. That's why I said that when I did it.
Yeah.
What's Galactic Hero?
Oh, when you max out on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin.
Ah, okay.
And how did you do it this time?
I did it by shooting special targets with high points.
Well, you did it without the ride having to slow down.
Oh yeah, sometimes
stop.
I've done it. This is my second time, and the first time I got it because the ride stopped, and it stopped right in front of one of the high targets. So I was like, pew 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 pew. I was like, okay, done.
So do you know all the high targets? There's one that gets you the infinity, right?
Well, it's 100,000
Oh,
is the top, and it's the left inside robot hand, and under Zurg, right, is another one.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need that written down in the Facebook.
Yeah, the
group.
one under Zur, it's whenever the little power meter, power meter maxes out, that's when you hit it for maximum points.
I think I need pictures, guys. You gotta help me. I gotta beat Mama. She's. I don't want to lose.
We will help you cheat. I mean, provide you with resources.
I gotta practice before I go. Perfect. I see you had a good skipper on.
Yeah, I ended up riding the Jungle Cruise 3 times because I love it. Again, there's something about boat rides at Disney that just warm my heart. But it was funny because I had my Porco, which I know some of you have seen. I'm one of those weirdos who takes pictures of her stuffed animal at Disney and posts about it on social media. But as we were walking in, he was at the Fast Pass, like the front of the line. And then by the time I got up to the boat, he was the skipper. So I went with him the first time, and then I rode a second time, and he wasn't the skipper. And then I was on the last boat of the night, and he was the skipper again. And he was hilarious. Nice. And I made sure to tweet to the Walt Disney social media about how awesome he was.
Perfect. You're always good for that, Holly.
I love paying it forward to the cast members. They deserve it.
It's such a little nice thing.
Yes.
And it goes so far for them.
But that's awesome. All right, guys. I'm going to try some of these questions on you guys. Let's see if we can pick something here. Anything, when you go, is there something that you think is underrated or overrated that you can point to?
Well, that's actually a tough question.
It is.
This is such a crazy thing, but I really think Test Track is overrated. It's cool, but it is not worth the wine so consistently. And I see people trying to muscle ahead on everything and to get there. And I don't know. I don't see it's worth it.
All right, there's one.
There's just so much cooler stuff.
I'll go with food because that's who I am as a person. For overrated, it's the violet lemonade at the Flower and Garden.
Violet lemonade.
It's become this very popular Instagram thing because it's a bright purple slushy drink with a little flower on it. And we tried it a couple years ago, and it just tasted okay.
Yeah, what's the flavor of it? Is it lemonade?
Sweet. Yeah, lemonade. It didn't have it. Like, that was the thing, is I expected it to maybe have like a floral flavor or something unique about it. And it was just like, eh.
Okay. I love the frozen lemonades, but...
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I don't know, it just wasn't. I don't understand the cult that has formed around it.
I gotcha.
Well, the cult has formed around the pictures being taken of it.
It's pretty.
It's the Disney Instagram, of which it's so bright and colorful that they want to take a picture of it, and then when you drink it, it's just kind of like, this is all right.
Well, I think the overrated one for our geeks is hard usually to come up with something. So you guys did it, The easier question is anything that's underrated. Or is that not an easy one?
I would to think about that real quick too.
See, I didn't force you
Well,
to.
I mean, right off the bat, I'd just say French Quarter.
I don't think French Quarter is underrated. I think based on the fact I can't get a reservation, it is not underrated.
Okay.
We think they're actually raising the prices there.
Yeah, no, they are, and it's heartbreaking because
it's so popular.
it's so popular. I think.
Oh, I know of one.
What?
Restaurantosaurus.
That is pretty underrated.
Restaurantosaurus is so underrated. You can get such good food there, and that toppings bar.
Ah.
You can get a double burger, split it in half. That's what we do, and you load that sucker up with so many toppings, you get 2 meals out of one.
Oh, is that the one in Disney Springs?
That's the one in Animal Kingdom.
Oh, wait. Okay, I was way off base. Where were you? Where is this place?
It's over near Dinosaur.
Oh,
it's the restaurant called Restaurantosaurus.
Yeah.
And they have a toppings bar full of lettuce, jalapenos, onions, olives, mushrooms, grilled grilled onions, the whole nine.
I have never heard anyone talk about that, and I've never been in there.
And like I just said, what we like to do is we like to get something like a burger, split it in half. Each of us go to the topping bar, and we just load that thing up.
Nice. Yeah, I'm usually over there first thing in the morning to do Dinosaur, so I'm not really in that area at the time I would have lunch or something. Plus, the barbecue place.
I say you can't get away from Flame Tree.
Flame Tree's always calling my name. It's hard to get by that one, but that's a great one, Peter. Good, nice save there. You saved the team. All right. I don't know. Let's finish up. Well, I'm going to ask you guys what you got coming up, what you're excited about doing coming up. Any advice for newbies? I'll take one from each of you.
I would say plan, do your research, because don't be that person that shows up at 10 o'clock, buys a ticket, walks to the Magic Kingdom and says, all right, what now?
Right.
Like, don't do that, please. It gives me hives thinking about doing that. But, plan, get a travel agent to help you.
There you go.
But also, once you're there, and I think I've said this before and I'll say it a zillion times, you have to go with the flow. You have to feel it. You have to, sometimes you walk in and it's busier than you thought, or it's not as busy, or maybe you just don't feel up to it that day, or whatever the reason is, and you need to listen to yourself, listen to your family, and adjust your plans as you go. And you will be so much more happy at the end of the day than if you were to say, no, we're sticking to the plan, and we're going to force this day to be good.
You just made me. I had this conversation with someone on the phone who's going for the first time. I was referring to her, and the question she wanted to ask me was, is the meal plan worth it? She said her husband doesn't think it is. She's booked it. And I was messenger first, and I said, well, you're not going to probably like my answer, but it depends. And then I got on the phone and talked with her. So Holly, I told her to post this in the Facebook group too. She'll get. This is a question that is often asked, but talk to the meal plan and really I think too in terms of what you're saying about sticking to a plan, because I think for me I asked Mom the same question. There are some good. It definitely does depend. It could work out for you and it might not. But one of the problems is you feel like a little bit obligated to stick to the plan.
Yeah, we've never done the meal plan, obviously being local, and even when we've stayed on property, it's not really an option because we're not buying packages. We're usually just buying the resort. But I've looked, because I looked at doing the meal plan for our honeymoon, and I think the first thing you have to realize with the meal plan is if you want to get value out of it, you're going to have to work really hard.
Right.
Now, if you're okay not necessarily making your money back, but you like the convenience of everything's paid for, then go for it. You know?
Yep. Good point. Yep. That's a great point.
But if you're somebody who's looking like, okay, I'm paying this much, so I have to eat a minimum of this much food, I think for us, especially, it just wouldn't work because even though I'm not a vegetarian, I eat a lot of vegetarian options when I'm at Disney, and those are usually the cheapest options on a menu. So if I'm at, let's say, Le Cellier, to use 2 of our dining credits because it's a signature, I'm probably going to the first thing I'm going to do is say, what's the most expensive thing on the menu?
Right.
And pick that every time, even if it's not necessarily something that I want because, I'm looking for that value. And I think there's people that make the meal plan work for them, and that's fantastic. But if it's not going to work for you, again, don't try and put that square peg in a round hole, because then you're just going to get frustrated, and after your 4th day of steak, you're going to be like, okay, I need a salad.
Perfect. I think that's some good advice there. All right. I want to see you. So you're going second on this, Peter. So the pressure's on. What's an advice for Disney World you'd give a newbie?
I think for a lot of newbies, this is the first time you're bringing the big family vacation, and you have a tendency to have large groups. And if you're going to have a large group, do not assume that you're going to do absolutely everything together. Mm-hmm. You need to plan to have a meal. You need to plan to do a show, maybe do a ride together, but everyone needs to and really deserves to have their experience in the parks. And if you try and, going on the idea of the plan, if you try and curate the entire thing down to the minute, you take away the magic of Disney. And you need to make sure that you have adults in charge, you got kids taken care of, and you set time aside for everyone to really have their experience. Even like Bert and Jamie, they were talking about how the girls were at the hotel for a little bit so they could go out and have a couples night. And even little things like that are important. And just don't assume and don't try and plan for everyone to do everything together, because you're going to come away arguing with each other constantly.
Perfect. Great job, guys. I expected no less. All right. Let's end with this. You guys got some upcoming trips coming. Tell me what you're excited about.
We are going to be running / walking / sweating a lot at the Star Wars 10K on April 21st.
This is a long year coming.
Yeah, so we did the 5K last year, and then we thought, hey, let's just double that. We'll be okay with 6 miles, right? So that's in a week, actually. And Peter's parents are coming down from Atlanta. They're going to be spending time with us. We're going to go. Actually, I planned a Epcot day for them with us. But, we've been. So this is a day surrounding what they want to do. So we're going to be doing Behind the Seeds tour, which I'm really excited to do. We're going to be eating at Beer Garden, which I love, so, and...
Well, taking my parents to Beer Garden for the first time as well, and I know my dad loves German food, so
nice.
This is going to be a treat.
Yes,
yeah,
we enjoy it.
And they haven't done Soarin' yet, and, there's a lot of really cool little things we're doing. We're eating at Morimoto's. They're looking forward to that. And actually, this upcoming Friday the 13th, ooh, spooky, I am going to be going down by myself for the day to do some stuff at Disney's Hollywood Studios first, and then I'm going to get to meet Chris at Disney Springs, and we're going to have lunch at the Edison, and I can't wait.
Chris Cates.
Yes, because we got to see her and her husband, both Peter and I, Christmas last year. Not Christmas, but December.
You did? Okay.
But, yeah, but they were They were waiting for their reservation at Flying Fish, and we met them at Abracadabra, and we only got to hang out for 30 minutes. And Chris was like, yeah, we need to do more than this. So when she said she was coming down by herself, that's when we started planning just to do a lunch. And I was like, well, why don't we do something at Disney Springs? And then we both decided on the Edison because it would be new to both of us. And
Perfect.
So, yeah, I'm excited about that. And I'm excited to go to studios because I don't know. I'm trying to go to studios as much as I can before Toy Story Land opens because after that, it's never going to be the same.
But what's the Impossible Burger?
The Impossible Burger is a vegan burger that bleeds.
Oh, is that at the Edison?
It is supposed to be indistinguishable to meat. People that have eaten it are it looks like meat, it feels like meat, it cooks like meat. You can actually order it medium.
Is that what Chris is going to have too?
I don't know what she's going to have, but I know that's what I'm going to have.
And the 10K, is that at Hollywood Studios then?
It starts at the Magic Kingdom parking lot, which, is very magical.
Yeah.
And we're going to be running basically up to Hollywood Studios, through Hollywood Studios, and then into Epcot.
Oh, wow.
Through the boardwalk.
Is this
Epcot.
the longest run? You've done 10Ks before, haven't you?
This is going to be our second official 10K. Yeah. But we've been practicing. We've been doing 10Ks on the weekend.
I believe it's called training.
Practicing, training, whatever.
Do you guys run and train every day?
Not every day. Yeah. I do about, every Tuesday and Thursday morning, Peter and we just walk for 30 minutes because it's good to do. And then on the weekends, we kind of do our own thing because, we got to go at our own pace. But I usually do a longer run and then just kind of a shorter run. And then one day a week, I do the elliptical or just basic cardio stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm so proud of you guys. That is an awesome goal. And what better place to do it than Disney World? So have a great time. How long are you going for on the 20th? You going for a couple days?
I'm going down by myself again on Thursday, and then Peter and his family are joining me on Friday. Our race is Saturday. We're going to the park Sunday, and then coming back Monday.
All right. Well, have a great time, guys.
We'll definitely post about it in the group. It'll probably be a picture of me sweating, holding a medal.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
We would post when we're there, but it's going to be at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have to be there at 3 in the morning, so we'll wait till later.
There you go. Well, is there anything else that we didn't cover that you want to say before we break till next time?
I just wanted to very, very quickly, I know you had put out in the group about questions, and someone had mentioned about vegetarian options. Mm-hmm. And I just really quick wanted to throw in a couple that I've tried that I highly recommend.
Definitely. Go for it.
So one, Sunshine Seasons at the Land is hands down just the best quick service, I think, at all of property, period. They have a vegan korma with the Gardein that's really, really good. Mm-hmm. They also have a grab-and-go caprese salad that has been just such a good, healthy little snack. Now over in World Showcase, you have the Tangerine Cafe in Morocco that does a vegetable platter that is super good. I can't recommend that enough.
Perfect.
Backlot Express at Disney's Hollywood Studios has a caprese sandwich that is good. And of course, at Animal Kingdom, Mr. Kamal's fries are so delicious, and I am counting down the days that I can go back and get some more.
And tell everybody where you can get those.
Back by where Flights of Wonder / the new Up show is, there's a couple little food stands, caravans, whatever. There's one called Mr. Kamal's, and Mr. Kamal's fries are the seasoned fries with tzatziki and sriracha ketchup.
Oh, you are such a world of information, Holly. It's so great to have you and co-host with us. We'll get Lindsay back on here and we'll co-host. We'll come up with some new topics. So I'm so glad I got to catch up with you guys, both you and Peter.
It's always fun to catch up with you. And I looking forward to hopefully having some more stuff to share as the year progresses, because I'm sure Disney's going to have a lot of things that you go, hey, can you go check that out for me?
Well, yeah, little things pop up. Like, speaking of, there's a show showing up over at the Dino Land with Donald.
Yep.
Donald,
Yeah,
I just saw it today.
Peter's going to be there. Don't worry.
I'm going to be on that.
He is a fan of the Duck family.
All right, and then I see that the Up characters are going to be over doing the Flights of Wonder. I don't know if they're called Flights of Wonder or they're calling it something else.
I think they're calling it Up something.
Yeah, right. But that's going to be opening up probably pretty soon. So those are in May. I thought I saw that Donald party going on over there, some kind of show. So always something new they're surprising us with. That's why we love it so much. Guys, again, thanks so much. Can't wait to talk to you next time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're always happy to be here.
Bye, geeks.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Always so cool to talk to Holly and Peter. Love having Holly, especially on the show every month or so as a co-host. Thanks again, guys. Great talking to you. Now, to do a couple of shout outs. First of all, I've got to do a shout out to EJ Cruz for her birthday this past week. And we had a great thread going on in the Facebook group and lots of happy birthday wishes for EJ, but nothing better than the one Brianna Lopez and her boyfriend did. So let me play that for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear EJ. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yes, great job, Brianna. That was awesome. The pictures were even just as great with the doggy ears and the little hearts on Facebook. The video was awesome. Great job, Brianna. We really appreciate singing to EJ. Happy birthday. All right. Also, big shout out to Catherine Stanfill for the intro. Catherine is from Los Angeles, California. I just interviewed her this past week. We're going to be doing a show with Jeanette Lynn also covering Disneyland. You know, one of those intro shows that we've been doing where we cover a park. And I thought bringing on some experts like Catherine and Jeanette would be great. And it was great. But thank you again for the intro. If you guys want to do an intro for the show, we love those. We love playing them back. And she sent that one in through our Geek Speak hotline. And I'll give you that phone number here in a minute. You guys can do those and send them in. I would love to have some more. I am running out. I might start replaying some of them. But thank you again, Catherine. And one more shout out. This is going to be for a new listener. And I know that because she just posted in our Facebook group 2 hours ago. Melissa Koschel. I think I'm trying to spell say your name properly, Melissa. I apologize if I didn't get it right, but you asked a great question in the Facebook group. And I went down and spoke to Mama about your question. And your question was about a little bit about split stays. But let's ask Mama and see what Mama says about her opinion on this split stay question that you had. All right, Mama, we got a really interesting post in our Facebook group from a new listener, and her name is Melissa Koschel, and she's only been listening for a month, and she's got a great question about a split stay, but it's only for the last day. She tacked on an extra day from the Beach Club, which is one of our favorite resorts, to an all-star movie room, but she's wondering,
how does she get her luggage there?
Yeah, how does she get her luggage there?
For one night. Well, Melissa, this is my advice to you. You can trust Disney if you care to. I've heard some things that some people's luggage doesn't get there for many hours. Sometimes luggage gets lost. Some people are successful with it. Being as it's your last day, what I would do is probably just call the minivan through Lyft for $20 or $25. Take your luggage, go check in, and you're good to go. Because think of it this way. When you drop your luggage off at the concierge or the bag people, you will give them a tip anyway. You'll probably give them $10 to handle it for you. But you may not see your bags for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. There's no guarantees that they'll get it there in 2 hours. why don't you just take the money and call a cab or call the minivan, get over to your resort, and you're done.
Yeah, especially because it's the last day.
Yeah.
You probably don't have time to waste.
Not that I don't want to badmouth Disney at all, but I think just because of the fact that it is your last day and there's no set rules of how they'll promise or guarantee that your luggage will be there in an hour or two, I would just do that.
Plus do it first thing in the morning, get checked in, and then go enjoy the
go
parks,
on.
right?
Yep. That's
All right,
what I would
Mama.
do.
Thank you so much for your opinion there. I think that's good advice. Do you like doing split stays?
I like split stays, but only if we're going for 3 weeks. Then it's fine. Okay?
All right. Thanks, Mama.
Bye.
Bye. Great advice. I think taking the minivans, the Lyft minivans, is a great idea. And people are really raving about that. And Mom also told me that those are available all throughout Disney resorts, not just the deluxe resorts. So I think that's great advice. Thanks for listening to our show, Melissa, and asking a great question. Well, if you want to get our direct advice from Mama, Auntie Judy, EJ, and Jennifer Galambos, we are official Fairy Tale Concierge travel agents. And Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation planner agency. Let's develop your plan. We are experts in Disney World. We've been podcasting about Disney World for over 4 years and going to Disney World for over 19 years. We've stayed at practically all the resorts, and have eaten at most of the restaurants. You really should leverage our expertise to plan your Disney trip. Something that I think is really important beyond our expertise is just collaborating with us. Questions like that Melissa just gave. Those are things that are sometimes hard to get answered just by doing a Google search. Because some things really just depend on your personal preference, and we can help you with that. You'll have tons of fun chatting with Mama or Judy and EJ and Jennifer, and together we'll brainstorm and book a magical trip for you and your family. If you're listening to podcasts for trip advice, you can save a lot of time with our free personal offer. You can schedule time with Mama and Judy, and you can even get me on the phone if you'd like to get our advice. We'll listen to your individual needs and do all of the planning work for you, including dining reservations, fast passes, and booking your trip. I just saw EJ scored a bunch of great fast passes for Brianna. Brianna was thanking EJ for booking her fast passes. Yes, we are experts, so get a hold of us. You can email Mama and Judy at travelingtiaras@gmail.com. That's traveling, kind of like geeking, without the G, travelingtiaras@gmail.com. Or you can go to our website, geekinonwdw.com/advice, and we'll get in touch with you to set up a free phone call. Boy, the best part about this podcast is our geekin' family and the friends and the meetups and the trip ideas that we're sharing. I love seeing all the activity in our Facebook group. It is a private Facebook group, and the geeks give me great feedback on the quality of the positive discussion that we've maintained in our group. And lots of friends have met through the podcast. Melissa was just saying how great and positive she's already recognized the Face group to be. Well, if you want to qualify for that, you need to have a passion for Walt Disney World and your vacations. You listen to our show and you've got a fun and positive attitude. Search for the group on Facebook, request an invite. You'll get some questions that I have pre-staged for you. I love reading the answers to those, by the way, and they're real easy. Just as soon as I notice that you are a fan of Disney World and you listen to the show, I will let you in, and then I'm really going to want you to introduce yourself and give us 3 fun facts. Kind of like our friends that come in on as a guest to the podcast. I'd love for you to do that. Tell us a little about yourself by giving us 3 fun Disney World facts about yourself, and then we can all say hi and get to know you a little bit better. Another way to engage with us is with our Geekin' Gazette newsletter. I send that out usually every Monday. I think last week I was a little late, put it out on Tuesday. But each week I send that out. It's usually got our favorite news story from Walt Disney World. It's got a planning or money-saving tip and something interesting that our community is talking about. When we've got a discount announcement from Fairy Tale Concierge and Disney World, we'll let you know about that. And when you sign up for the email list, you're going to get a planning spreadsheet that we use to plan and track our days, ADRs, fast passes, park hours, and which park we're in. We like to create a PDF of that. There's a sample that you'll see when you get the email. You'll get an email after, like a day after, with a couple of these freebies. And that's something that you'll see, a PDF that really looks nice, all filled out, and you can text to your family members, and it's handy to have that on your phones and keep everybody all together on the same page. You'll also get a travel packing checklist. I know I've got so many things to remember, and I love checklists, and you don't want that horrible feeling on the way to the airport that you forgot something. I think you'll enjoy the Geek and Gazette each week and get some insights on what's going on in Disney World and in our community. So go out to geekinonwdw.com, and it's over on the right-hand side. Give us your email, sign up for that, start getting the Geek and Gazette on a weekly basis. If you've got a question for me or some feedback, you can email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. You can find me on Twitter. Also, I just mentioned the Geek Speak voice recording hotline that Catherine used to call in her intro, and that number is 860-294-4774. Thanks for retweeting our Twitter posts and sharing our Facebook episode postings. Just keep telling your friends about the podcast. That is the best way to support our show. Last week I had mentioned I wanted to do a Thursday night live on Facebook, and I do want to do it this week. I missed it last week. My mom has not been feeling that well, and I decided that my sister had called me the night before, and I really felt I needed to go down and see mom and dad and spend some time with them. And I think I did make her feel a little bit better. I think she's doing a little bit better, and I'm hoping that this Thursday night I will go live on Facebook like I promised. I'll look to some of our Geek and family members to join me on there. You can actually have someone join you in live. You can have a little chat, so I'll do a little mini trip report if I can get someone interested that's had a trip recently, and I think that will be a lot of fun. I'd like to do that on a regular basis on Thursday nights. All right, that's it for this week. Thanks for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true. Excellent. That's always good to get stuff like that done.
Yes, and we're doing a 10K next weekend.
Wow. You guys are killing it. Or we're going to get into that. I think you're doing it down in Disney World, right?
Yeah, we're doing the Star Wars 10K, and his parents are coming from Atlanta to cheer us on. Wow.
Save all that good talk for the show.
We will.
And, you sent me some good notes, and I think
Holly did. That's all Holly.
That's all,
I just talked.
But I think I'm still going to go with the question format, and then make sure that we cover everything you had in there.
Well, whatever you want to cover is fine. I figured it's better to have more information than less, and if there's anything in particular you wanted to focus on or highlight, then
I'm just. Everyone's liking the... 1 second, I'm tangled. I'm going to untangle my headphones. 1 second. Get back in so I can hear. Although, what'd you do for resort hopping?
Poly, Grand Floridian. That was it, right?
Yeah, Poly, Grand Floridian, and we were going to go to...
we did go to French Quarter. We did the beignet run at French Quarter that morning.
Let's cover that aspect of it then. I mean, definitely talk about where you stay.
My mom and I are going to be going in about a month, and we might be staying at the Dolphin or the Wyndham at Disney Springs. It just kind of depends on pricing.
How do you book the Wyndham? I thought that was all. What do you call Yeah, not DVC, but the timeshare. I thought that was timeshare Wyndham. No, Wyndham. I'm sorry. That Wyndham is the one on the main drag there, downtown Disney area, right?
Yeah, the one right on the corner.
Yeah. I was thinking of the other one. I had a friend that has a timeshare.
Yeah, there is a timeshare Wyndham somewhere down in Orlando.
It was one on property, and now I'm forgetting the name of it. That's not Disney. The guy owned it before he snuck in there when Walt was
Bonnet Creek?
Yes, that's it. Yep.
So she knows her territory.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely think that we can talk about us visiting the 3 resorts.
Yeah.
Because we did it on Easter Sunday, and that was a huge event.
Nice. Yeah, I love the Beignet story too. So you guys got some good new stuff too to talk about. And Peter, I invited you because you did the Void.
I love the Void. This is the second time doing it, and it's a super fun experience. And cool. I really think that it has the potential to do many more IPs for Disney.
So, all right, ready? I guess.
Absolutely,
let's do it.
Are you guys on one computer?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
You have a microphone? Just using the computer microphone?
The blue snowball.
Do we need to adjust? Do we need to adjust it a little bit?
No, it sounds good. I was just curious how you guys were able to do it on one. What you were doing?
We have a blue snowball, and I just got a simple little AV jack splitter, so that way we can both have headphones in.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool. All right, you guys are professionals. I love
it. We just have a tech nerd here.
That's it. Everyone should have one in their family. All right. I think I'm ready. Almost choked. Beautiful.
Yeah, I just had to throw the vegetarian thing in because I saw that she had.
Oh, is that something recent someone put in there? I don't know.
It was when you put out the post of like, I'm going to be talking to Holly and Peter. You have any questions?
Oh, bugger. I forgot. I'm glad you hear it.
We covered most of it because we talked about the lounges.
You should have reminded me.
And then the vegetarian. So that's what I popped up. And
it was the Florida, living in Florida was the big topic in that one too.
But I think you could get some people that live closer to that Orlando area and do a round table with them.
Absolutely.
Because that would be, get more specifics about like the different areas and.
Oh yeah, definitely could. I know Roxanne lived there for 2 years, and Nancy moved down there. I know someone else from work moved down there too. So, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I know we talk vegetarian because I know Lindsay, but I just wanted to throw that out there and try to do at least one in every park. Except Magic Kingdom doesn't really have much. That's a problem. They took the vegetarian option away from Cosmic Rays.
That was such a good veggie burger too.
It was.
Nice. All right, guys. I'm going to go watch my Yankees Red Sox, although my Yankees are losing and they've been stinking up the joint all weekend. But this I'm like 4 shows ahead, so you might not see this for a month or hear it for a month.
That's all right. Hey, we're always happy to help you get ahead, and if you ever want to bring us on for some more, we're always here.
I know you are. Love you guys. So
Love you too, Kurt.
All right. Talk to you again soon.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.